Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are watching here on YouTube. My name is Jerry Frempong. I am the CV writer here at CV London. Welcome to the CV London YouTube channel, backed by popular demand due to many of my clients requesting on how to create their LinkedIn profile. I thought I may as well just jump on, create a quick video for them and for you so that you are best equipped in creating a really good LinkedIn profile so that you are going to be putting yourself in the best position in searching for a new job and also being looked for a new job as well. So I'm Jerry. As I said, I've got over 15 years of professional experience as a career coach, as a CV writer. I've helped pretty much thousands of people in getting their CVs or resumes up to scratch, so that they best put their foot forward in securing new career opportunities. And I've done this for, as I say, for many people all over the world, not just in London where I'm based, but clients literally on every continent, from every sort of professional age from 18 upwards, and every single industry sector, and pretty much every single job that you can think of. I've helped those people and successfully helping them step into their next role. And one of those tools is LinkedIn. And so, yeah, so for the next maybe 15 minutes, maybe half an hour, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to be sharing with you step by step how to create a basic LinkedIn profile just so that you can at least get started, and then you can, take it from there in terms of, what benefits it has in order to get your profile where it needs to be. Uh, so we are here on the homepage. I've just created a dummy account for the purposes of some training for you guys, and I'm just going to share with you step by step how you can take your LinkedIn profile to the next level. So at least that you're going to have some sort of presence, online, and you'll increase your chances of being found by professionals in order to secure your next career opportunity. So as you can see, we're on the home page, and on the home page, I'm just going to talk you through what we can see. You've got your name here, you've got a photo section here where you can add a photo. You've got your feed. So this is like your home feed, as you would see on Instagram or Facebook. This is your homepage. So when you start following companies or start creating networks and connections on LinkedIn, you'll start to see the feed as you can see on here, and then you can follow as you wish. So here, this is just some default suggestions that they've suggested me to people to follow, based on my sort of email sort of address and things like that, and other networks. So this is your homepage. And so let me go through the different buttons on the menu. So here you've got your network on here. So your networks, I won't necessarily click on this because for privacy, I don't really want to share people's details that don't want to be shared. So if you were to typically click on this page, it will share with you your network. Here you've got the jobs page. So the jobs page is very straightforward. This is going to be a page where it shares with you sort of the LinkedIn search engine results of the jobs that you are interested in. So based on the job titles and the keywords that you input into your profile, it's going to syndicate to you the jobs that you're interested in and the location of these jobs as well. So that's in the jobs page. We'll come back to this as I explain a bit more further on how this page works and how it can help you. Then you've got your messaging page as well. A little bit like your DMs for Instagram or Facebook. You've got the same sort of mechanism for messaging here on LinkedIn. This is really, really crucial to have and to check every so often, where you'll get invitations from recruiters or HR departments from companies that want to connect with you, or long lost colleagues or students that you went to college with. They can connect with you from on here as well. So this is a really good tool to use. your notifications. So this is where you're going to get notifications of any new job opportunities or people that want to connect with you. You're going to get notifications on here, and these are going to be synced up to your mobile device. So if you wish to have that synced up on your push notifications, you will get that on your mobile device as well. Really good, really handy for new jobs that come up, so you can apply for those jobs pretty much straight away. Then you've got this button here called Me, which is obviously for you. So this is where you can view your profile, go through your privacy and settings, go through any help that you might need. Language, you can change the language of your profile depending on which location that you're in. And then other things like posts, activity, and job posting. Job posting is that if you working for a company and you create an account for a company that you are working for, and you have a job that you want to post, you can, for a fee, you can post the job in there and you can manage the sort of the activity of that job post. But for today, let's just focus on you. This is all about you today, on how we can help you get that next job through LinkedIn. So let's click on profile, and if you want to, maybe open up your own profile in another browser so you can follow my leading, and you can then update your profile accordingly. So whilst you're watching this tutorial, feel free to pause and to play when you need to, so then you can update your profile in real time. Okay, right, so let's view the profile. So as I say, I've just created a dummy account called Tom Smith, just so we can so I can show you how to update everything. So here you've got your picture. So let's start with updating your picture. So I'm going to do that now. Let's see if I can find a semi-decent picture of myself to add. Let's see. Okay, bear with me one moment as I find a picture. Yes, found a good picture here. It's going to upload that. Yeah, pretty cool picture. So we're going to save that. And it's really important to have a picture on your LinkedIn profile for obvious reasons. If you've got a picture on your LinkedIn profile, you're going to actually going to increase your opportunity of somebody engaging with you. If it's a good sort of engaging professional picture, we tend to go by what we see a lot of the time. So make sure that you have a decent picture on your profile that's kind of sort of chest upwards, and seeing your face, and have a good smile on your picture as well. There's a saying that a smile goes a mile. So, it doesn't hurt to smile, just to, make your profile a little bit attractive. So you got your picture. Obviously, you've got your name as well. And here, underneath here, where you see these two hyphens, this is actually for your head title. So let me go and show you what that means. So as you clicked into the edit intro, you've got your first and last name, and then you've got your headline or head title. So this is like your job title that you're doing at the moment. So let's say for myself, for example, I would put in here, like say career coach. I'd put career coach in here, and then I would let me change this to not from retail. Let's make this kind of educational employment. I'm going to change that later, and we're going to hit save. And as you see, that has now been added onto here. So this, for me, with your job title here, this is gold dust. This is where the power of LinkedIn begins to kick in. For those who aren't really that savvy when it comes to the whole tech side of things, when it comes to LinkedIn, LinkedIn obviously is a website, and websites function based off of keywords, and search engine sort of optimization or search engine capability. So the more keywords that you're going to have within your profile, the higher chance you are going to have in one, LinkedIn syndicating the right jobs to you, and two, the capability of people finding you, so recruiters finding you. So it's really important to make sure that you have the right keyword in this area of your job title, so people can see exactly who you are. So the search engines can see exactly who you are within LinkedIn, and you can then be married up to the right opportunities. So the next phase of LinkedIn, we're going to look at the add to profile section. So let's go through these buttons here. So open to. So open to is you've got hiring. So if you're, as I said before, if you're a company and you're hiring people, you can go through these sections in order to, to create job opportunities for people. But in this case, you are the one looking for a job. So we're going to carry on to populate your profile so we can get it where it needs to be. So let's click on add profile section. And here you are going to get quite a few different drop downs within this menu. So here you've got about, add education, add position, add services, add career break, add skills. And then you've got recommended content, so like add featured, add licenses and certifications, add the projects you've worked on or courses completed. And then we're going to have any additional information you want to add, like volunteer experience, any publications or books or articles that you've written, any patents that you founded, any sort of special honors and awards, and so on and so forth. So, we won't go through every single one in detail, but we just want to get you started. But this is how you can get started. So let's begin with about. So your about section is essentially a paragraph or two, or an elevator pitch of who you are and why you are really good at what you do. And what you want to do in this section is simply add a paragraph or two of us, as I said, of who you are. So one of the best things you can use is actually your CV. So you can begin to go through your CV, look at your introduction, your personal profile, and what I tend to do is simply copy and paste what's already in my CV and add it to this area. So I'm going to just copy and paste from a CV. You can't see this for privacy on the CV, but you'll be able to see some of the content in here as I'm going to copy and paste. So yeah, I'm just going to just use some content here that I've created already, just for training purposes. And you've got I've got two paragraphs here to add into the about me section. And if you upgrade, you can get AI even to write it for you, which is pretty cool. But it's good to just write something, from your own heart. So at least that way it's going to be a bit more genuine and coming from yourself. What I tend to also add within this section is the key skill section as well. So any of the transferable skills and attributes I tend to add in here also. So let me go ahead and do this too. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, so I've just plonked in here some key skills and attributes. Again, you can take this from your CV, and it's good to put it on from here on your CV onto here, because at least everything is going to be married up. Everything is going to be the same. So when they look at your CV and look at your LinkedIn, they can see that you're the same people. You're the same person. So that's what I tend to do, and it tends to work very, very well. So at least that way, if your CV is having an impact, then your LinkedIn is going to have a similar impact, if not better. The skill section, we will cover this later. LinkedIn have added this function where you can add the skills as you go along, but I tend to do one section at a time. So we'll come to this shortly. Let's just save that. Okay, so let's go to another section. So you can add education as well. So let's look at the education. Here you can add different colleges and universities. All you can do is you can simply copy and paste that information into here. Let me go into an existing post that I've already done. So here you can see I've added a college here, the certificate, the year which was started, and the year that was finished, the grade which I got, and then save that. Yep, so you can see that saved, and then we'll go back to the profile. Now we want to kind of flesh this out a little bit, just so we can start to add some positions. So we can add here, add a past position. So if we go to add past position, we can begin to add something. So I'm just going to add on here career coach, right? Add career coach as my title, and I'm going to put CV London as the company. What you'll find is as you add in the company names, the logos may appear as well. So depending on which company you're going for, they will add the appropriate corresponding logo to the company. It's really good because it makes the company look sort of professional and official, so to speak. And yeah, we have one here at CV London. Add the location, based in London. Currently working here. Yes. And I can say I started in January 2010, which is when we began CV London. I'm still here. And then you will see the post is there as well. And then let me just go and add another role to that, what I did previously. So I'm going to say careers advisor, or let's say careers counselor. And I worked for a company called Ingeus, which is a really good company for those looking for jobs. I started this in 2008, I believe. And I was there for a couple of years. I was there till 2010. I was also based in London. And then also you can add sort of the text as well. So you can copy and paste text to go in there. Just so obviously you the same information from your CV you can put in here as well. And I'm going to save that. Okay, so you can see here, I've got the career coach, what I'm doing at the moment, and then I've got the career counselor, which I did previously. And then you've got some education. And then to flesh this out even more, as I said earlier, you can copy and paste the bullet points from your CV and they can go in here. Okay, so you've got that in there and then you can paste. What I'll do is I'll just, for an example, this won't be the same information from my CV, but just so you can see, I'm just going to put some general content in here so you can see what it looks like. Okay, and I'm just going to do the same for the other one. Again, this is just for educational purposes. Obviously, the content's not going to marry up with the job post, but obviously in your case it will do. So I'm just showing you just for training on what to do and how to do it. Okay, so you can see that's what it looks like. And obviously the more content you add, the better or fleshed out it's going to be. So I have a bit of a rule of thumb when it comes to adding content on LinkedIn. You don't have to add everything in terms of your responsibilities and things like that, because depending on what job that you do, sometimes less is more. If you are in a C-suite position, you are head of department or whatever, there are some things you might not be able to put on your LinkedIn due to NDAs and agreements signed with clients, and you're not allowed to share certain information. So, actually the higher up you are in your role, the less information you would need to put on there, because it's actually a way of attracting some recruiters to engage with you, to get your CV from you, so then you can actually divulge more information. So sometimes the less is more approach can be sort of applicable as well. So just as a bit of a tip there, you don't have to put everything on your LinkedIn profile, because the less is more approach can be pretty effective as well. So then it can attract people to get in touch with you. All right, so let's save that. Let's now go back to the profile page as well. So far what we've done, we've added the about section with your skills and your introduction. We've added a couple of roles and I've showed you how to add content to those roles as well. And I'll talk you through some other functionalities of your LinkedIn profile. So here, where this is slightly highlighted, you've got the open to work section. Now, this for me is going to be the game changer when it comes to LinkedIn. So this here, you really want to make sure that you fill out the information on this section. This is going to be the engine of your profile because, like I said before, LinkedIn is a website. It's going to focus more on keywords and the search engine optimization and the search engine capabilities in order for it to work well for you. So in my case, let's say if I was looking for a role, I would want to put something in that's career coaching orientated. So here we've got career specialist. We have career coach. What else do we have? Career counselor. Let's see, career service specialist. Okay. And let's see what else comes up. Careers advisor. So and we saw that there were other career coaching sort of titles in there. It allows you to have up to 5 titles. So choose your titles wisely. Choose them wisely so that you can kind of spread yourself a little bit far, but not too wide, but enough so that your skill set can attract similar or differing sort of job titles. So just so you can cast your net wide enough to secure potential opportunities. Location, you can choose on-site, hybrid, or remote. You can choose all three, or whichever applies for you, you select. London, but then also you can select not just London, but you can select different areas of the UK or wherever you are in the world. I can even put in here New York. And by doing that, actually, you are going to attract the job opportunities within those locations. So it's going to help syndicate those opportunities to come to you so that you can see what's available and then apply it accordingly. Then you've got the start date. So when you think you can start immediately if you're flexible. You can select your employment type, whether you want to work full-time, part-time, or contract. Again, whichever is applicable for you. And then this as well. This is quite a key feature as well. So you can either let these these titles be available only to recruiters who use a tool called LinkedIn Recruiter, or you can make it available to all LinkedIn members. And if you make it available to all LinkedIn members, you will get this watermark. I'll actually update this now. You'll get this watermark letting people know that you are open to work. Yeah, you'll get this on your picture. I am a bit in two minds with this, if I'm being honest, totally honest with you. I think when you see something like this where it says open to work, it may make you come across as being quite desperate because you're open to work. It shows that you are looking, but maybe you haven't found anything just yet, and actually scarcity is something that sells. So if there's an abundance of people who are available, then the market's going to think that actually, well, I can pick anybody, for a role. You'll just pick anyone. But actually, if you're not available to work, it shows that actually you're on demand. And so I actually tend to advise clients not to use this, and then actually to just keep it on the LinkedIn Recruiter function, which is the recruiter only section, which will then once you update and save this, essentially that's pinged and notified. It notifies the recruiters and the companies that are actually looking for people. So I would do that. So yeah, that's just my experience in terms of what I would advise. But it's entirely up to you what you would like to do with regards to that. Okay, let's have a look at these again. So you can add things like skills. Again, skills really, really important. The skills, we may see them as skills, but LinkedIn will see them as keywords. And I would encourage you to make sure that you fill out um, as much as you can with as many keywords as possible. The more keywords that you have listed within your profile, the more opportunity that you are going to get with recruiters, because recruiters will also have their skills and requirements for a particular job role. And the more that you match those skills with the recruiter, the higher chance you have of being matched with LinkedIn Recruiter and being contacted and getting a message from somebody. And as you can see, the AI is picking up, quite a lot of, you know, transferable skills. And then whatever skills you see that are applicable to you, feel free to, click and add those skills. So initially, when I started using LinkedIn, they had up to 50 keywords which you could add into your profile. And they've obviously seen that this has been a powerful tool when it comes to creating your LinkedIn profile. So they've increased it from 50 to now 100. So you can have up to about 100 keywords within your LinkedIn profile, which is going to absolutely, help you and boost your opportunity in connecting with employers and connecting with recruiters. All right, so you get the gist of this. You can add as many as keywords as you want, up to 100, and then at least you've got what you need, and then you'll be able to actually scroll down. You'll be able to see that I've added 19 skills here. Okay, cool. So far, so good. So let's go back to the main profile again. So far we've got a pretty decent profile. We've got the picture uploaded. We've got the name. I should have used my name, really, shouldn't I? I just thought, Tom Smith would have been a pretty basic profile, but I should have just used my name. But anyway, it's all good. Got the title, career coach, my location. I've got the open to work section completed and ready to go. I have my about section done along with the key skills and transferable skills and attributes. I have the 2 positions I've done so far within my career. I've got career coach and career counselor, got education on there and some skills. This is pretty much good enough to get you started, on LinkedIn. This is good enough to get you started. So at least you've got a presence on here. I refer LinkedIn sometimes to as an online business card. You have an online business card, a digital business card where you can connect with people and share your profile and network with people online. If you meet people like at an event or at a networking sort of seminar or something, at least you can refer them to your LinkedIn profile and then you can connect on there and build your network. So it's absolutely imperative in this day and age, if you do not have a LinkedIn profile, please set one up. This is going to help you. This is going to take you to the next level in opportunities. Okay, so in continuing with the LinkedIn profile, I'm going to show you how to actually find a job. So how do we go about finding a job on LinkedIn? So if we go to the upper menu, we've got the jobs tab on here. We click on jobs, and how LinkedIn works again is down to AI, and the search engines. So depending on what job title that you have added in your profile, it will then syndicate to you the opportunities that are available to you. Because it had previously on this account, it had more sales orientated jobs in here on the inner title. It's showing me more sales jobs. But actually, as we start to scroll down, we're seeing stuff here for recruitment roles, recruitment consultant, career changer. We're seeing other stuff related to career coaching, career returners program, ongoing opportunities. There are some more career coaching related roles which are being shown on here. Career coach in New York. As I mentioned before, if you wherever you put the location, it's going to show you the jobs in that location. And remember, I put in New York, and it's given me a career coaching role in New York. Sounds pretty cool to me. Okay, so how do we apply for these roles? So let's actually click on this one in New York. This one looks pretty cool. So we can, as we look on it, look on the profile, we can look at the employer, find out who they are, what they're looking for, and see whether I qualify for this role. And if I find that I'm interested in this role, I can save it. So as I save it, it's going to be saved within my jobs portal. But if I find that I want to apply for this now, I can hit the easy apply, and hit an easy apply. I can fill up my details, and then I can hit next, and then I can follow the instructions and then send my application. Um, but before we do something like that, if I go back to the jobs, and if I go to preferences, you can actually upload your resume or your CV to your LinkedIn profile. So what I'd recommend you do is to save your CV or resume as a PDF file. Save it as a PDF file so that the information in the formatting of your CV or resume is not going to change. It's just going to look exactly the same as it would do in a professional way. And what you can do is you can click on this button here and you can upload your resume. So upload it here, and you can allow it to be shared with recruiters, and then that way at least they can download it and then they can keep it on file if they need to. Once you've uploaded it, hit done or hit save, then it's going to be there, and then that's great. You've got your job alerts as well. So if you click on job alerts, depending on which titles you've added in your profile, you will be emailed job alerts to your inbox for those opportunities. Okay, so this is pretty cool stuff. You know, you're going to be updated. You can choose actually the frequency of how often you want the emails. They can be daily, they can be weekly. You can have email and notification. You can have email only or notification only. It's entirely up to you what you want. You can set those preferences, or if you don't want that at all, you can turn them off and then you can save, and it means you'll get less notifications, which is entirely up to you how you want to do it. So that's a way how to upload your resume, and then that will help you for the quick, easy apply options. Okay, and let's look for some other opportunities. Oh, actually, before we do that, we can see who posted this job. So we can see that this lady here, Ali Wennell, is responsible for this job. You could potentially message her and actually find out more about the role, and then you can begin to build some rapport, start some communications with her. Um, and then at least that way you can find out a little bit more about the role. And it just shows that you know you're keen and proactive. I would encourage people to be proactive with this. Use the tools. This is what LinkedIn's all about. Hence the name LinkedIn. You know, you want to be linking in with people like Ali, so that you can build a soft professional relationship with people like her, so that you can find out what's available and see how they can help you. And it might be that this job may not fit your full profile, but then they may have a job that might be coming up in the future that fits more of your profile. And this is where having these communications come into play. So you'll find that some of these roles will have easy apply, some of them will not have easy apply. Let's look at this one here, careers consultant, Faculty of Laws. So this will just say straight apply. So let's click on that and let's see what happens. Let's have a look. Increase your chance of being. Okay. So this will take you through. It looks like it's taking you through straight to UCL. UCL is the University College of London, a great establishment of educational establishment here in the UK in London, and it's taking you straight to their website. So here you'll have to follow the guidelines on how to apply for this role. So you have to follow everything. So there's not a quick, and this is not a quick apply sort of method. So you have to take your time to make sure your CV is in the right format. Make sure you read what is required for the role. Make sure that you follow the instructions. So if they want you to write a personal statement or a covering letter or to answer any type of interview questions, you've got to follow that process. So some of these processes are going to be quick. Some of these processes are going to be pretty long. So just make sure that you follow the right process when it comes to these. So those are the two options you're going to have. You're going to have the apply, which takes a little bit longer, and then you're going to have the easy apply, which is, as it says on the tin, is going to be very easy to apply for those type of jobs. So we'll go back to our home. Let's refresh our page on the home page. And we should see that our picture is uploaded and also the title is uploaded as well. So at a glance, you see the picture, the name, and the job title is there at a glance. Okay, so let's go back to the profile. And just to finish off on some minor details now, just to get your profile just where it needs to be. So if we look at this here, the link, you've got the Tom-Smith 25. You can actually change your public profile and URL. Normally what happens is when you sign up to LinkedIn, it will give you a URL, but it will give you like a default URL, but you can change it, when you want to change it. So if you click here, the little pencil here, you can change that. Obviously, there's going to be millions of Tom Smiths, so you won't be able to have the unique URL with just LinkedIn / Tom Smith. So you might have to put in a couple of numbers or something like that in order to make it unique to yourself. But if you have a name which is not common, then you can just edit your URL to make sure that your name is on that. And actually, that's good for the search engines. If you were to type into Google someone's name into Google, because LinkedIn is recognized and well respected by search engines like Google, in the Google results, that profile will come up in the search engines. Really easy for people to then find you. You can say, you can ask people to Google you and they'll find your LinkedIn profile. Also on this page, with the public profile settings, you can select what you want people to see on your profile and what you don't want people to see. So on here, if I click on this button here, your public profile's visibility is on. I can turn this off and you'll see that everything disappears. So if I turn that back on, everything comes back on again, right? And then if I scroll down, I remember our headline was career coach over here. And if I turn that off, you'll see that career coach disappears over here underneath the name. But if I go back and if I turn that on, we can see that that's appeared again. So you can play about with that. You can turn off the summary. You can see that disappears. You can turn that back on again. Yeah, so it's entirely up to you how you want to make your profile public or make it private. It's entirely up to you. You can it will give you the options which you want to hide or show, and then at least that way you're in complete control of your LinkedIn profile. Okay, so that is our LinkedIn profile done. I hope you have found this tutorial useful. If you would like help in getting your LinkedIn where it needs to be, feel free to get in touch with me on in the description below. You'll see my details to the CV London website. I charge for these services where you'll be able to see the price of a LinkedIn profile that I can do completely for you. So I can do all the heavy lifting, and what that service will include having a consultation for about half an hour or an hour, just for me to get to know you and find out a bit more about you. And then from that Zoom appointment, then I can go away and do all the heavy lifting to get your profile where it needs to be. But if you have found this really helpful in terms of setting up a LinkedIn profile, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the CV London channel. Hit the subscribe button so that you can get notified of any sort of future career tips and pieces of advice, and to keep you updated. All right, so thank you very much for listening and watching, and I'm wishing you all the best in your career search. All right, take care. Thank you.